When's the last time you had to change your mind about something? I keep reading about people who change their mind and they get tagged as untrustworthy or wafflers or inconsistent. But in my experience, we do have to change our minds from time to time, don't we? Sometimes it's silly, like we prefer chocolate bars to candy, and then later in life we like candy more, or chocolate more, or chips, or ice cream, whatever. But we do have some major decisions to make in life. Decisions like to have kids or not, to get married or not, to stay married or not, to believe in a divine being or not, to lead our lives as though there's something within us that needs to be recognized and tended to and cared for so that it can flourish and grow and become something or not. The Bible in the book of Proverbs says this. 19:27 says, "Cease listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge." The reality for every single one of us is that the opportunity for increased knowledge is still there. It doesn't matter if you've recently graduated from university. It doesn't matter if you're 70 or 80 or 90. It doesn't matter. There's still opportunities to learn, and here's why. Because God designed us to be beings that learn. Now, not everybody learns the same way. Some people learn by great studying of books. Some people learn by listening and hearing things. Other people learn by doing things with their hands. Some people learn the easy way and others learn the hard way. Some people like to learn through experience and reflect upon the experience and then come forward with some real new knowledge. The point is that we are a learning being, and when we stop learning, when we call people who change their minds for good reasons wafflers or inconsistent, we're doing a disservice to all of us. None of us are dead. We haven't arrived yet. We're not at the end of the journey. That means we do not have the whole picture. We're not complete. Our stories are not finished, and therefore there's still writing to do. And when there's writing to do, there's changes that happen. There's a lot of talk in the COVID pandemic about what changes we want to embrace, not going back to where we were necessarily. What is the advantage? What are we hoping to hold on to as we move forward? The only way to get that is to really be reflective and be open to the idea that that which we were was good, but maybe there's something different to be had. Now, of course, for some of us, that which we were was terrible and needs to change a lot. And for some of us, it was awesome and it needs to just be tweaked, perhaps. The point is to be open to the change and not fear change. And nowhere in life is this bigger or more true than in the faith journey. Sometimes we've decided at 16 or whatever age that we are totally opposed to church, totally opposed to God, opposed to organized religion. And then we live that way forever. Are we really going to let our 16-year-old selves decide something permanently for us? And then there's other people, right? We were told something in Sunday school, perhaps. And we hold to it like it's so precious. And then we read the text. And we realize, oh, maybe that doesn't work so well with what I thought. And then we blame the text or we come to some conclusions. It's okay to see things changing as they go. The church has changed its view on many things over the years, sometimes for the worst, sometimes for the better. Everybody who's ever walked the planet has had to change their life at times for better or for worse. We don't need to be scared of that, but we do need to seek wisdom and understanding. And I want to do a second verse in Proverbs here. It says, "He who gets wisdom loves his own soul. He who keeps understanding will find good." Again, it is a matter of self-care, if not self-preservation, to continue to learn, to continue to be open to new inputs, new data that can help us grow into the people we want to be, into the people our family, our friends, our neighbors, our community of faith needs us to be. And so if there's some way you're growing right now, congratulations. And if you're scared of growing, just look outside and notice the little gooselings. Notice the new leaves. Notice how happy you are at the change of season, and consider whether perhaps, even though it's painful, there's a time to change in various ways. Father, would you help us to change however you would have us change? Give us the wisdom to know your will for us, and give us the boldness and the courage to follow through on it, especially if the changes are large. We ask it in Christ's name. Amen.